Today, Professor Dr. Minoj Kumar will talk on the collaboration and competition between 3PL and the 4PL, a study of the fast food supply chain. This research paper is published in the flagship research journal of International Conference of the Production and Operation Management Society, Volume 1, Number 2, July-December 2008. And the abstract of this paper analyzes in the form of a case study the coordination of the 10 3PL by logistics leader 4PL. The study contributes to the understanding of the factors that differentiate 3PL as a collaborator and as a potential competitors, revealing that the services they render competent each other within the same operation. Keywords are the supply chain management, collaboration, third-party logistics, and the fourth-party logistics. Over the last few decades, the consolidation and the practice of the supply chain management concept has led the logistics service provider business, 3PL, third-party logistics, to play a more comprehensive and integrated role with his client. Following this trend, new configuration of this role have appeared, such as logistics integrator, 4PL, fourth-party logistics, which combines the management and the operation of the supply chain logistics. In this construct and based on a case study, this article focuses on the theme examining the management by 4PL of the 10 4 other logistics service provider 3PL for a large multinational fast food chain operating in the Brazil. Although this study deals with a specific case involving 11 companies, it reveals several characteristics of this new type of the logistics service operation. Therefore, based on the case analysis and on the 4PL theory, the authors aim to compare a practical case with the description of 4PL within the logistics literature. Additionally, the paper highlights the factor that differentiate 4PL and 3PL as competitors or the cooperators. The study does not intend to define a position about the 4PL, but to contribute to a better understanding of the subject. Because it is a relatively new theme between the literature, we believe this is the opportune moment to explore it in greater depth, particularly since there are still a variety of definitions on concept and ideas, or even of proposition of what a 4PL actually does. Based on a survey about logistic provider by the Langley and Anally, the next 3 to 5 years will see a growing trend for the adoption of the 4PL solution or the logistic integrator. The reason for this is that the companies are increasingly adopting the concept of greater integration between their supply chain process, thus requiring 4PL service provider. These providers should therefore offer multiple services of the logistics information. Multiple services of the logistics information. The reason for this is that the company are increasingly adopting the concept of the greater integration within their supply chain process, thus requiring 4PL service provider. These providers should therefore offer multiple services of the logistics information, operational knowledge, and relationship, as well as participate directly in the integration of the supply chain process. Research method. In its initial phase, this work has founded on bibliographic research as a methodological approach, focusing especially on issues relating to the theme of the 3PL and 4PL and how they act within the ambit of the supply chain. Therefore, in this initial phase, The research aimed to identify in the literature information concerning these agents and their role in the supply chain. In this phase, the authors also analyzed the theme based on the different sources of information, such as these specialized national and international journals and periodicals, articles from symposia, and books relating to the area, always portraying academically relevant and up-to-date resources. In the second phase, the methodological approach adopted was the case study. In this kind of methodology, the study is empirical, generally investigates a contemporary subject within its real context, and the frontiers between the subject and the real context are still not clearly defined. In 2001, furthermore, the article fulfills a key characteristic of the case study, that is, it focused to clarify the reason for a decision process conducted and how it was implemented and what was the result reached. The main object investigated in this case study is a large multinational fast food supply chain operating in Brazil, which adopts the 4PL management standard in its operation. During the study, the logistics service provider of the food supply chain and the 10 other companies 3PL were analyzed by the authors for about 2 years. This period enabled the authors to understand not only each company's business but also its behavior. During the research, interaction with several employees clarified doubts and aligned the traditional theoretical research to the practical observation. In addition to helping the authors gain an understanding of the company, this interplay facilitated a comparison of the factors outlined by the theory and those observed in the practice. However, this proximity between the authors and the company did not permit to characterize the procedure as action research, since its research and method protocol was not strictly followed. In addition, the experience of the maintaining close contact with the companies for a lengthy period of the enabled authors to garner a large amount of information and numerous considerations concerning the process. It is also important to mention that study on the 4PL provider, particularly with respect to integration with the management of the supply chain, as well as the practical cases involving this subject, are still quite rare within the literature. Literature review. This study explores basic literature available on the 3PL, 4PL, and the cooperative management and the role of the logistic provider. 3PL provider, characterized by a variety of organizational transformation. Outsourcing is a consolidated practice in the several sectors, including logistic services. Initially, logistic management focused on the storage and transport without involving a strong relation with more strategic process of the supply chain management. According to Longsdale and Cox, outsourcing has occurred more frequently in support activity than in the primary chain activity. In the case of the LSP, logistics service provider, whether or not they take over primary activity, they are involved directly in the client's business survey, so that companies feel more comfortable about outsourcing less important activity rather than more vital ones. Despite the logic of those studies, it can be stated that outsourcing with a LSP is an exception, considering that many logistics activities are very important for the company's business. About the 75% of the outsourced activity are support services, since managers believe it is more advantageous to assume risks involving activity not fundamental to company's business. Lansdale and the Cox 2000. In a contemporary vision, Sevanson believes that companies have larger, reducing the number of the subcontractors and concentrating an increasing number of the activity at one subcontractor. These augments their independent dependence on the supply chain, as well as the chances that the LSP will engage in the greater number of the activity for one company or the supply chain. This opinion is shared by the McClure, who believes outsourcing should take into consideration the logistics service provider competence to integrate the activity and the sub-activity contracted. According to the Bergula et al., two factors lead to company to outsource: the size of the demand and the size of the supply chain. In an adoption of the topic suggested by the Bolliver and Jaffer, Rafiq, below a summary of the motivation of the regions of the company to outset logistics services and the possible reason why they opt for a partner, concentrating efforts on their own business and gaining new market, reducing logistic costs and avoiding investment in assets unrelated to the company's business, the presence of a complex supply chain due to a fragmented suppliers base, increasing product restitution, reverse logistics, coordinating logistics activity in a wider context, improving and controlling the quality of the logistics services and activity, greater flexibility and efficiency in logistics operation, access to new information and communication technology and the logistics knowledge. Authors such as Christopher and Towle and the Chambiar and Murphy points out that price is one of the most important criteria in the selection of the LSP. Second, only its experience, the activity to be outsourced, and the qualification of its staff. This opinion contradicts the reason presented and the discuss that this provider, through its activity, is essential in the development of the supply chain. If the price of the service or activity is determining factor, then there may be limitation and deficiency in the chain, since it ignores the importance of the integrated services and activity in the final results of the selling the product to the consumer. It is clear that this position cannot disregard the fact that from the standpoint of the hiring company, not investing in the logistics is a way to reduce cost. For years, the LSP is an instrument of the partnership in the supply chain due to its know-how and its infrastructure. Langley and LL considers the LSP an external organization that carries out all or part of the logistic activity and functions for a company. But Stephenson proposes the name logistics services, immediately assigning it other complementary services. The initial tendency of the outsourcing logistics processes contributing to the emergence of the LSP originated from a lack of specialization in distribution process, centered particularly on the basic logistics function of storage and transportation activity. Later, company that used outsourcing to obtain advantages and facilitate supply chain integration realized that the latter could be seen as part of the chain. Organization that outsourced for the operational and cost-related reasons restricted to the LSP involvement to the basic function of the logistics. Stephenson identified from the literature an apparent mixture of the terminology to describe the different services rendered by the LSP. However, most of the terms include the same activities or present slight modification in the portfolio of the services offered. It is in a study that discusses and defines the theoretical structure of the LSP based on the commercial relationship between the user and the LSP. Kemniar and the Murphy point out that the lack of more comprehensive definition of the LSP services and the fact that the study tend to adopt a particular view of them as an shallow material pointed out the terms used are different, but the function or activity is the same, indicating that these differences are simply a matter of the nomenclature. The degree of the outsourcing varies and the outsource activity are highly complex. The LSP ranges from the simplest activity to the most sophisticated logistics solutions. The logistics service market. Logistics is a key element used by company to develop system within their supply chain, and which companies that use LSP provider consider a key element in the development of their supply chain. Stevenson point out that companies tend to subcontract more activity in the outbound flow and fewer in the inbound flow, maintaining a greater dependence on the outbound process than the inbound ones. Regardless of the relation in the logistic flow, LSP have gained space and rendered the client more dependent. For researchers have shown the reduction in logistic asset as one of the main causes outsourcing these activities. Hence, it is naturally more difficult for a company that does not invest in such assets to assume logistics operation instead of the outsourcing them. Sinkovics and Roth pointed out that The relationship between the LSP and the manufacturer leads to the operational flexibility that increases the competitive orientation through the impact of the logistics on their market performance. Thus, operational flexibility is the most noteworthy factor. If a company satisfies the client's need and expectation better than its competitor do, a better relationship is built, increasing the possibility of retaining the client. Thus, manufacturers can leverage and improve their capacity by working with the LSP providers. According to these authors, the fact that the manufacturer does not need to develop logistics capability helps it internally and also improves its relationship with the market. Chapman et al. See the logistic industry as a classical example of the birth and development of a new vital service. Transformed from a transport service and concept at time is serving all the logistics requirement of a client. This view indicates the LSP's flexibility in the market with regard to the potential services it offers. Usually, the LSP accumulates role as it extends its relationship with its client, reaching a higher level of the understanding with its client, reaching a higher level of understanding and trust in the operational process and in the service provided. Thus, it gains confidence and enlarges its area of the action, building up a wider portfolio of the activity. Helson and Sigurdsson asserts that the LSP could be able to generate competency for its clients, creating a partnership of logistic solution, and should also be able to learn from its client. Therefore, each new client or change of clients generates a learning curve, creating new abilities and the competence for the LSP. In this context, LSP have expanded their services since 1994, seeking to fulfill their clients' expectation of dedicated service. More recently, businesses have focused on services at the end of the supply chain, such as equipment installation, repair services, kit assembling, etc. This market trend has led LSPs to focus on a specific segment of the company or the businesses, which has been considered a differential factor for the competitiveness of the LSP. For PL provider, the LSP usually intends to maintain its services and continue working as a logistic solution provider. However, the tendency in the contracts between the LSP and their client is for greater geographic coverage and more activity, which is a challenge for the LSP. In the long run, the market tends to provide more opportunity for the logistic company dedicated to the border projects aimed at the coordination and integration of activity such as a 4PL. Legally and asserted by the incorporating new activity required by the market, the LSP has changed in recent years a movement that demonstrates the process and maturity of these operators. However, clients expected to achieve greater skills in the service development, relationship improvement, relevance in the information and involvement of the integration rule and concept in the supply chain through the LSP. And to build expertise and dedicated operation, likewise for these authors, the market turns to solution proposed by the company focusing on the logistic coordination. The following are expectations for the LSP. Evolve into a solution provider for the supply chain. Increase the portfolio of the outsourced services through a large number of the activity. Expand services for its clients. Continuous improvement in the technology and ability to provide the necessary services. Focus on the client's need, provide the right solution, become involved in the client's plan for the integration and understand the industry client. Expand its relationship with the client. Continue to acquire company and expand businesses. Act in the global market. Move toward logistic coordination solution as a 4PL. Search for a long relationship based on the contact with the duration exceeding the 2 years. Chapman et al. Reported that the logistic organizations are redesigning their structure and relationship, creating a knowledge chain that facilitates and improves data, information and knowledge communication, as well as a coordination, decision making and planning. They should mainly synchronize activity between the agents of the supply chain and operate with the information and communication technology, thus providing greater efficiency and productivity for the chain. Rattan 2004 highlighted that the many logistic alliances have been made based on the technological change and the improved data transmission and transaction. In this case, alliances with the companies of the technology sector may be necessary for the LSP. Ben Stock 2000 pointed out that the LSP should think strategically in terms of the rules and external information resources to maintain its position and support the relationship with its client. Considering that the LSP is a mutual candidate to evolve their services into a 4PL. Wager ETL and the Hawk ETL argued that they must have well-defined strategy to begin the transition process. Furthermore, they must understand the importance of investment in information and communication technology to achieve this objective. In their opinion, the lack of these skills may explain the slow development of the 4PL. Wager ETL and the Supply Chain Executive Board make the following observation about the role of the 4LP in this type of the management. Wager ETL, the LSP deals the operation, but its clients control the strategy for the basic concept used in the supply chain. The LSP improves the effective operation of the chain, but does not get involved in the discussion of the strategy and logistic concept. The 4PL suggests how to reconfigure the supply chain in terms of space and functionality in order to cut out the improved process. The 4PL develops intense knowledge and logistic competence and provides study for its client to improve the chain. Thus, the 4PL suggests, designs, and implements new solutions in the supply chain. The innovation is by the fact that the 4PL presents other priority in relation to the traditional logistics company. A candidate for the 4PL must invest in its image and the reputation, specialize in certain activity and sector, and find new ways to demonstrate its reliability. Hook 2006, the 4PL participates in the coordination of the chain, while the traditional LSP simply provides operational services. Becoming a 4PL lifts the traditional LSP to a position of the product flow coordinator instead of the simply operating the physical transportation of the product. The LSP model requires more assets than the 4PL, since the latter is more dedicated to the coordination process. Tables 1 and 2 summarize consideration of the hook, comparing the development of services provided by the LSP and the 4PLs. The factors are involvement in services provided in the supply chain, physical movement and execution, operation coordination and the administration, intensity to asset to provide services, high vehicles, storage equipment, low information and the communication system. Intensity of the knowledge, low standard tasks, high organization of the product flow, dependence on the manufacturer to supply the demand, medium low cost chain and several service provider. High the manufacturer has orders to fill and depends on its suppliers. Contact point at the manufacturer, negotiated contract, dedicated contract and a strategy coordination in the supply chain. This is the difference between the 3PLs and the 4PLs, which is shown here with the help of the factor. Performance possibly limited in gains and results. More wide-ranging measures, improving client services and results in the supply chain. Shared information, limited because it impacts only the execution. More wide-ranging, including clients and supplier, policy and priority. Advantage and risks in the transition from LSP to the 4PL. These are the advantages. Migration to the add value services and getting away from the low profitability job. Expansion of relationship with the client, increased revenue and direct action in the client's supply chain, keeping the client through the high dependence on the information system and low reliance on the one asset. Failure to serve the client by focusing on the strategy that concern the low LSP, which are not necessarily in line with the client's need. Corroding and compromising the relationship while implementing the competency, few barriers to enter the market with the possibility of saturating the market and transforming its services into commodity, mixing different market and business models in a single organization. Supply Chain Executive Board 2005. He says the 4PL offers logistic services for the supply chain, such as managing the logistic service provider, providing ample opportunity for the cost reduction. The 4PL considers the logistic needs of the many company, which gain from this scale and obtain advantage in negotiation with the LSP. In short, the 4PL acts as a total provider within the supply chain. With the LSP, the 4PL coordinates storage, shipment, and delivery. To this end, it must have online location tools and customer services able to make the transport operation visible. It must also manage claims and payments of the contracts. With distribution services, the 4PL can use the LSP's assets or its own to deliver products to the client. Several other services can also be included, such as the packaging and the assembly. In consultancy services for the supply chain, the 4PL can analyze the information flow process to redesign a more efficient chain. These include identification of the best alternatives of the transportation, operation site, or delivery frequency. Its technologically capacitance is also essential for the implementation and integration of the services. The types of activity of the 4PL depends especially on each company's needs, the most common being management of the LSP. Like the LSP, the 4PL is responsible for ensuring the most efficient, for ensuring the most efficient and low-cost storage, shipment, and delivery. Some companies use the 4PL as a logistic leader to manage the LSP, transportation, and storage site. Many companies are reluctant to outsource activity to the 4PL, believing they will lose control of the LSP preference and jeopardize the service to their client. Control tools can help the relationship and improve the services contracted with the 4PL, such as agree on the performance measure to evaluate operation, such as operational performance, customer service, management quality, and cost and control system competence. Implement objectives according to the level of the contracted service. Share profits according to the pre-established objectives. A common denominator in the various considerations concerning the evaluation of the LSP is the coordination of the supply chain activity with its clients. The innovation of the pattern presented lie in the coordination of other outsourced company and the greater strategic involvement with the supply chain management. In short, the proposals confer few responsibility on the LSP as well as a new denomination. Cooperative management and the role of the LSP. According to Sahaya 2003, the LSP should not be seen solely as the outsourcing of the logistic services, but as a business relationship committed to the client's business. The diversity of the activities executed by the LSP, as well as its ability to act within the chain, taking on new responsibility for the client, is acknowledged by the several actors. The greater the number of the services the LSP incorporates into the portfolio, the more specialized it becomes, thus gaining more clients and businesses. The LSP expertise in performing its activity, even basic ones such as storage and transport, tends to contribute to the businesses of the company that lack such know-how. The idea is defensed by the Sinvox and Roth and is complemented by the possibility of reaching new markets through the use of the LSP that already act in the differentiated market. The synchronism of the several activities coordinated by the one agent, such as the LSP, enhances the performance of the chain. Chapman et al. Reports that clients want to have an LSP with the ability to develop logistic services so that it can carry out coordination and innovation action. Pagel suggests several important points the LSP should observe in the integration of the operational services in the supply chain. Structure sufficient to serve the client's flow, culture, knowledge of how to deal with its own internal culture and with the different culture of its client. Communication, be prepared for the real-time communication. Measures and rewards, ability to evaluate its internal and external operation, adding to the results, rewards and penalty. consensus, integration, maintain consensus and integration between the agents during the operational practices. Operational size ascertain with the client if there is operational capability to perform the contracted services. Thus, technological support for data transfer and transition have become a powerful tool for the LSP. With up-to-date information and communication technology, new configurations are presented for the logistic management by the LSP. As several others suggest, Langley and the Allen, when defining 4PLs as integrators or logistics leader in a coordinating function that is broader than the simple operation. Hook, Langle, and Allen and the Weiser ETL highlight the scope and responsibility of this provider in the supply chain. With the evolving trend of acting in the coordination of the process and the indirect management of the third party, Stephenson presents that the idea of the logistic immediately as a way to improve cost and widen services, performing the role of the coordinator and activity manager through its own structure and when needed using third-party structure. In general, considering the different factors associated with the supply chain, such as its complexity, need for agility, and joint action with several agents and activity, the business opportunity for the LSP can be considered innumerable. Authors such as Cox, Hook, and Fevsey and Machan mention the possibility of the LSP gaining more space in the supply chain as companies integrate their process with their agents. Agent demand management, which require technology and coordination. The adoption of the LSP with the multiple activity can reduce the number of the supplier, leading to what we observed Pierce 2004 and Christopher 2006 concerning the right choice of the partner in the supply chain. These authors argue that for the supply chain management, it is better to have fewer committed suppliers than many scattered and uncommitted ones. It is important to understand the importance of assets for the LSP, not only its physical operational structure such as a facility and equipment, but also technological components that facilitate its relationship with the client. In this respect, technological tools allied to the new management method such as a CPF are instruments that should be part of the structure and knowledge base of the LSP. These tools, according to the Fedner and the Zakaria and Shankar, favor the integration process and can be used by the LSP to improve the operational process of the supply chain, improving several agents as well as gaining new activity and the client. Case studies and the result. The case study presented here was conducted based on three approaches and or consideration. Considering the 3PL, 4PL and the fast food chain, considering the 3PL study, considering the analysis of the factors that surround the relationship between the company. 4PL and the fast food network. During its trajectory in the country, the fast food chain has developed a relationship of commitment with its supplier, sharing mission, objective, beliefs, and the value. The position has clearly strengthened collaborative behavior. On the other hand, it has been given most of the supplier exclusively with the restaurant, and its logistics service provider has assumed the responsibility of acting as the supply chain management, coordinating not only delivery and distribution but also the inbound process with its suppliers. In this relationship, each agent's role in the supply chain can be summarized as follows. Fast food network responsible for operating the restaurants, defining promotions and advertising, selecting supplier, prices and products, developing new products, creating a strategic business plan, assessing and strategizing process, and solving conflicts in the chain. LSP responsible for stocking and purchasing, management, distribution and transport, supplying restaurant storage, transfer to other distribution centers within the country. Financial management of the chain, logistic planning, field service, and coordination of the supply operation in the chain. Suppliers responsible for the quality of the production, development of the new product, and the operation of the inbound logistics. Figure 1 illustrates the relationship between the parties in the aforementioned supply chain. The supply chain of this study is there. Inbound logistics is there. LSP is there, outbound logistics is there, information flow is there, focus company is there, and this is the supply. It is important to note that this food network structure in the figure 1, which delegates to the logistic provider the responsibility of supplying the restaurant, favors the use of the 4PL pattern in the management process. The 3PL. The 10 companies from this study are logistic providers that have been in the Brazilian marketplace for more than 10 years and have worked with the 4PL over 5 years. All of them have expanded their activity over time, proving that the literature identified as the natural evolution within the segment. The 10 companies were chosen due to the importance of their services to the 4PL. Besides their daily activity in the routine of the fast food network, the company whose names have been omitted here can be described as follows. Company 1, located in the state of the Sao Paulo, it has about 35 employees and has been operating in the logistics market for the 11 years. Although its business focuses on the air shipping, its services and operations have expanded in the last 4 years. Taking advantage of its structure and relationship with its clients, the support it is operation, it now has its own vehicles for transporting cold and dry products, a storage warehouse in the city of the Sao Paulo, and contracted sub-operators in every state of the country. Company 2 has several branches specialized in the storage of the frozen and chilled product, retail distribution, and kit assembly. It has been operating for the 25 years, has about 300 employees, and uses its own vehicles for the transporting frozen products, and its operation focuses on the fast food segment. Company 3, this firm has been operating in the market for 34 years. It has a 450 employees and 12 branches in the country, dealing with the clients from the different segments such as a Kraft Food, Sara Lee, BSG Continental, Paramalit, and others. It operates with the transport, storage, assembly, and packaging services, maintenance, and outsource services. Company 4, this is a large cooperative in the transport segment, which in its 7 years of operation has been specializing and incorporating its operation to the large clients. It has 350 permanent employees and 40 storage branches in the states of the Sao Paulo, Rio de Janeiro, and Paraná, and operates a container terminal in the Santa Catarina. Its main business is transportation, but it also has dedicated transportation and storage for the clients of the distinct industrial segment such as Sadia, Padio, Danio, Brascan, Nestle, Sujan Petrol, and the Firestone, etc. Company 5, dedicated to the customer operation. This firm services many large clients such as Archer, Carbot, and Flint Inc. It works not only with the management of import and export process, but also offers storage and transport solutions for its clients' product. It is in operation for 16 years with administrative headquarters in the city of the Sao Paulo and 90 employees. It operates according to the 4PL pattern, focusing on imports and exports without using a dedicated physical structure, managing third parties directly involved in this type of the operation. Company 6 specializes in kit line assembly, packaging, and repackaging of the goods and magazine inserts. It has a storage area, equipment, and assembly lines for this process. The company has a great versatility and mobility of the worker, performing large operation on a short-term basis. It also operates in the retail good distribution, particularly of the bookstore and the news agents. Company 7 works with the dry goods storage and has a 4 storage units in the metropolitan Sao Paulo. It also coordinates the transportation of goods, its units. Company 8 participates strongly in supermarket chain. It offers vehicle rental to the several segments, tailor-made as well as management services and the vehicle maintenance. Company 9, this is a service provider with about the 30 employees which act in the maintenance and the rental of the storage equipment. It serves demand peaks for the several clients, providing temporary vehicles and the workers. It has a know-how in the internal management of the storage and transport equipment, servicing client with the technological tool developed over several years of the experience. Company 10, this is a large customers warehouses facility for the chilled and frozen goods. It provides selection and shipment services contracted by its client with some packaging lines on its premises for the specific contract. It also acts as an intermediary in transport services with their partner company. Table 3 below compares the activity executed by the 3PL and the 4PL provider. This table indicates the similarity of their activity, which makes them competitors in the market. Since many activities in the supply chain are not carried out by the 4PL, they are carried out for the fast food network by the other company from the 3PL group. Interesting aspect of this relationship come to the light. Although they all compete with each other in the many activity, the 3PLs generally don't allow this fact to generate a major conflict. Their mutual relationship favor the recommendation of each other's activity services either among themselves or to other clients they serve. As an example, the 3PL offers air transport, custom, packaging, and maintenance services thanks to the recommendation of the 4PL. In fast food network is aware of all these service providers, what they do for the 4PL and what they execute in the marketplace. This is a risk for the 4PL. Here is the main activity provided by the 3PL and 4PL of this study. Company 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and the 4PL is given here. Services is provided here: freight and fleet management, storage, distribution, kit assembly, packaging, custom services, fleet maintenance, maintenance of the storage requirement, vehicle equipment rental, customer service, call center, product recovery, reverse logistics, client stock management, fiscal support, collection and administrative services, logistics and projects, or air freight services. The 4PL characteristics described in the literature correspond to those observed in the case study. There is a relative difference in terms of the assets. In this case study, the 4PL provider is strong in assets and in the direct execution of the several activity, contrary to the literature, which suggests its role is restricted to the management of the 3PL, the actual executor of the operation. Table 4 compares the 4PL described in literature to the case studies here. Comparison of the literature and the case study. Literatures and the comparison with the study case. The 3PL tends to become a 4PL. 3 of 10 3PLs clearly intend to become 4PL. The 4PL is not based on asset but on technology and know-how. The 4PL is a combination of asset, technology, and know-how. Have IT support is a key feature of a 4PL. The 4PL is strong on IT, which is not always the case with the 3PL. Having IT support is a key feature of a 4PL. The 4PL is strong on the IT, which is not always the case with the 3PLs. The 4PL must build a strong commercial reputation. This aspect is important in the 4PL. Its reputation is greater than that of the 3PL. The managerial scope of the 4PL is large in the chain. The 4PL acts in practically the entire chain. The 4PL is responsible for the chain's integration and focuses on adding value to the chain's business. This is a key aspect of the 4PL in the chain. The logistic strategy and operational structure are attribution of the 4PL. This also applies in the chain. The 3PLs follow the 4PL. The 4PL focuses on the chain's business result. This is also true of the chain with a strong focus on the key indicators of the chain. Complementary consideration: because the fast food network has a strong name in the market, the agents mentioned in this study generally use the relationship with the 4PL as a differential in the efforts to recruit new clients. This seems to be one of the factors that improve the balance in their relationship with the client. The largest 3PLs, especially those that have contacted with other large company outside the supply chain of this study, display a certain interest in maintaining contact with the fast food network, seemingly believing this will make them available to compete in an eventual new sourcing process. This indicates that if the relationship between them is professional and of the free of the conflict, their common interest make them potential competitors. However, they have generated new business with each other and suppliers of the fast food network. Another interesting fact observed here is the absence of the 3PL management centralized in now only one sector or department of the 4PL. Each 4PL manager is responsible for the conducting of the relationship contracted with the 3PL. If a 3PL can provide services in the different area, the 4PL managers reach an internal agreement about which contracting area is to manage the 3PL. Although the 3PL should carry out several activities, the 4PL tries to contract only their most specialized services. Listed below are the main factors favoring the relationship between the 3PL and the 4PL that makes them cooperates and the principal conflicts that make the competitors. Cooperators, the 3PLs cover services that the 4PL is not able to or not interested in the executing. When contacted, the 3PL focuses only on the activity that is the object of the control. The 3PL now all the performance indicator that must satisfy and the strict requirement of the operations. The 3PL trend imply in the 4PL to carry out the activity, guiding them in the characteristics of the fast food network business. The 3PL explore the chain, gaining new contracts through it. The 3PL specialize assets for the operation of the fast food network according to criteria defined by the 4PL. Results are shared following indication guided by the business with the fast food company. Providing services linked to the fast food network add value to the 3PL businesses. Competitors. The 3PLs know that the 4PL can invest in activity that execute, which would mean the end of business with the 4PL and the fast food network. The 4PL knows that some of the 3PLs have the potential to work directly with the fast food network, either in the regional action or even taking overall the activity. Investment in technology belong to the 4PL, which renders the 3PLs dependent on in this area. The 4PL has in the 3PLs a tool to compare the price of the services. For some 3PLs, the service executed is marginal, representing lead in terms of the output, so they may be abandon the 4PL. They all work with the short-term contract. Services prices are based on negotiation between the 4PL and the fast food network, transferring the sum adjustment to the 3PL. As the 3PL expand their business, they become the 3 to the 4PL. In terms of quotation and service pricing, there is a implicit competition among the 3PL and the 4PL. Participation in the management pattern between the 4PL and the fast food network help the 3PLs understand and learn this pattern. Most 3PL lack the structure and assets that the 4PL has, especially the information technology that supports the operation. The fast food network does not appear interested in having more than one agent working within its supply chain operation. None of the 3PLs develop projects, a fact that hinders their expansion to more comprehensive businesses in the supply chain. Final remarks. Analyzing the real case presented here, it is possible to note a series of the characteristics that help to understand the role of the 4PL to the management of the several 3PLs. Also, the literature is clearly still in the phase of the outlining concept on theme, and a standard model for this new logistic business has not yet been established. Even so, it was possible to establish a distinct direct relationship between the existing literature and the observation in this case study. Furthermore, one of the few points of the consensus among the authors is that the 4PL will always be linked to the improvement of the supply chain management system. And the service pattern should be based on the integration and logistics solution. This is clear in the pattern adopted between the fast food network and the 4PL studied here. A company operating along the lines of the 3PL would hardly be able to carry out all the activity in a supply chain. Furthermore, if companies began to contract logistic agents that are able to manage their chain, this would lead increasingly to emergence of the figure of a 4PL. The study also reveals that the several factor characteristic propositions that make the 3PL and the 4PL cooperators, one complementing the deficiency of the other, or even generating business between them. Other factors make them competitors like the interest in the fast food company accounts, which is a new sourcing process. However, they work side by the side and they manage the conflict, making the relation an interesting business for the everyone. 3PL and 4PL with regard to the competition, a key factor in the information. Management using information technology, which is the strongest aspect in the business of the 4PL in this case study. Management using information technology with a strong respect in aspects of the 4PL in this case study. The study also indicates that the divergence resulting from the competition between the 3PL and the 4PL can be managed without loss for the contracted operation. This reinforces the idea of the logistics provider flexibility very present in the recent literature, demonstrating their facility in adapting to the different environments and operations, and also revealing as an impact as yet lit explore the service of the one competing that another in the same operation. Finally, since this study was limited to only one case, we have avoided making generalization and more comprehensive consideration. However, new studies would undoubtedly contribute further to the literature on the 4PL, providing a deeper analysis that can be actually be seen as activity and attribution of this industry and how these activity may contribute toward integration in the supply chain. Another significant subject of our investigation is the origin of the new 4PL. That is, if the evolve from the 3PLs of the other segment, and if this is process is initiated by the clients or by the 3PLs themselves, undoubtedly there are still numerous aspects requiring investigation and many opportunity for research on this contemporary model of the logistics management. References are given here. This is the end of the paper. Thank you with best wishes and come with the next talk with me.